Hi, I'm Faith Brautigam. I'm the Director of Youth Services, and I'm here in the Youth Center to tell you a little bit about how we can help you now that school's back in session and you're having homework needs with your children. And I'm very fortunate that as part of my job, I get to work with families like yours and help you and your child have a more successful experience in school. We have all kinds of resources here, and if you've been having homework assignments very long with your child, you'll know that sometimes teachers give very specific assignments. You might need to find a historical fiction book for a third grader that's at least 100 pages long. Or you might be able to have to find a nonfiction biography that is about someone who is still living and, is from another country or whatever. There could be lots of different stipulations on the assignments, and we have all kinds of resources. We are glad to try to help you find those very specific books that fill assignments. You might have all kinds of other needs too. For example, your child might need a tutor. If that happens, we've compiled a list of some tutors who've gotten in touch with us, told us about their services. We'd be glad to let you look at that just the way you'd use the yellow pages, where you can look through and look for someone who might be a match for you. You would, of course, want to check out that person and their services just as you would any other person that you would hire. We have places in the library that might be of use to you. For example, your child might have trouble focusing on homework at home where there are lots of distractions. We have study rooms available in the Youth Center that you can come and use for no charge here, available any of the hours the library is open. What about those times that the only answer we find is in a book that you can't check out? If, for example, you need to know how people currently live in Fiji, the answer might only be in a book that lives here at the library. What's the answer then? Get up to 10 free copies a week here at the library for all your homework needs. You might also need to know what was the name of that book that you checked out 3 weeks ago from the beginning reader section that was just right for your child learning to read. Or what was that book that you loved so much when you were working on your Abraham Lincoln report? We can show you how to use your library card record to your advantage and turn on a feature that will keep track of what you've checked out, and then you have the power to delete those titles when you don't need that information any longer. You might find that your child learns better if they have some fun. In that case, we have different kinds of learning games and toys available that you can check out. Maybe you have a kindergartner who's just trying to master those long vowel sounds, a first grader who's working on memorizing his sight words, or you might have a child who needs to work on their multiplication skills or any number of other kinds of school-related skill-building activities. We do have games and toys that check out for that purpose, and they check out for 4 weeks just like a book. Well, what if your problem is that it's your job to help your child and you don't really know the answers? We can help with that too. Everything you need to know about math. We also have similar books in the series that tell you things about other subject content areas. And we have had many parents whose days have been rescued by this series of books. If your child needs books that are perhaps just a little bit above or below their actual grade level, don't worry about that. We have a wide range of reading levels available in our materials, so check with us. Again, we can probably match you up with just the right book. Or if you get home something from school that mentions terms you're not familiar with, you might get something that mentions lexiles. If you want to know a little bit more about that, how to use that as a parent as a starting point in working with your child's reading, on October 25th we'll be having in a special presenter a program about how those lexiles can be a tool that you can use in your child's reading. Check our calendar of events to find out more about that information. And anytime you come to the Youth Center, our goal is to help you thoroughly with what you need. So instead of just pointing to the correct aisle or telling you in a dismissive manner what part of the library to go to, we try to give good service and walk you right there and make sure you have exactly everything you need before you leave. So come visit us soon. We'll be glad to help you with your homework needs.